Alright, everybody. It's Friday night. Let's go ahead and we should clean something. I just got this game. I'm kind of excited, actually. It seems like it'll be fun. I watched about 5 minutes of some other girl playing it after I bought it, and she seemed like she was having fun. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be cool. Being that I know people whose like actual job it is to flip houses, I feel a little bit lame, and also being that my house really needs to be cleaned, I feel also a little bit silly, but it's so much more fun to like clean other people's stuff than your own. Have you ever done that? Like where you go and like your room is no fun to clean, but you go over to your friend's house and then it's like, well, yeah, I'll clean your room, it'll be fine. Or like all of a sudden you find yourself doing dishes at your friend's house. Does that happen to you? Is that a thing? I don't know. Regardless, we are going to be doing this. So I'm going to make myself real small here. Whoop. I'm not really sure where to put myself in this. But, you know. Maybe here's fine. Let's go ahead and start a game. There must be a decent kitchen in the house. Okay. For now, however, you will need to be content with this shack. And, okay. What a mess. Yes. This is kind of a nice place. I've got a nice hedge. Very well kept. I've got a fence. Oh, okay. I can't leave. I have to go to my office. Dispose. Oh, well that was fast. That was so fast and easy. I think I need to move myself. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's over. Can I do that? Do that? This is really fun. Okay. Continue the game. Here we go. So, like, this is just so, that's awesome. I feel like this is easier than it ought to be. Like, if my garbage did this, my house would be so clean. Time to check. How did my laptop get in there? Why did I just, oh, I also have inappropriate posters in my house. Unbelievable. Alright, so we're in this just terrible place. And somebody was like, hey, you know what we should do is we'll just put the laptop there. But like, it's alright. It's a game. It'll be fine, right? Okay, let's go to the laptop. The laptop will allow me to find jobs. Well, so far, I'm not doing so great. I have my first email. I can't believe it. That's like, wow, it looks just like my computer at home. Sarah Lewis. Her ex-boyfriend stole the radiator from her house. Unbelievable. I expect it. On face spam. Made a huge mess and stole the radiator. Some things might also be missing too. Clean up the house, replace the missing appliances. Ooh, she's gonna settle it herself with her ex-boyfriend. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his name is Chad. I will accept that job. I would love to clean up my own house first, but you know what, it's fine. We'll go, I mean, okay, this is like layers, because I feel like I really wish that I could have cleaned up that terrible little shack first, just to get a sense of, oh, well, this place is also horrible. So that's good. That's nice. Hold and switch to cleaning. Oh, that's cool. Move objects, cleaning. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna clean it. Does it clean? Will it clean? It's becoming. There. Cigarette butts. Now, did he bring cigarette butts with him? Or was it like... I'm gonna pick this up. Picked up. Yes. Did he just collect other people's garbage and spew it about her house? Or was she already smoking? Now, I'm not gonna judge, but like... Cancer is a real thing. Dispose. I'm gonna find myself doing this all over the place. I want to pick you up. This is cool. So you just sort of wander around. I'm into it. Dispose. This is really satisfying. I like the little dispose noise. Ooh, did he like rub dirt on the bed? I hope. Can I use the chair? Oh, okay, I can't use the chair. But I can pick it up and I can put it in place. So that's cool. And I think it turned green when I did that, so that's neat. I need to clean that. I only have this, whatever this is. Oh. That cleaned it. This thing is pretty awesome. I could use one myself. Okay, I have somehow $30,000, even though my office is a shack. I can jump. This radiator looks fine, so that's nice. I guess we'll just take care of all the dirt. Oh, look at... I'm cleaning up all the dirt. I like how it has a percentage of dirt. This is kind of cool. I like this. I'm not mad at this at all. Clean that sink. I like that sink. It might be, I think it's called like a granite composite when it's black like that, or it could just be stainless steel from a different angle. Or it could be black stainless steel, which is actually just oxidized, which is another thing I learned. Huh. Well, this is cool. I wonder where more dirt is. Over here. That's correct. Alright, she's got a slip cover on her couch. I'm not sure. Ooh. I'm getting better. Oh, and I have a tablet. That's cool. Dirt here. Dirt there. This is nice. Did I get all the dirt? I have 98% of the dirt cleaned up. Where is the more, like, the other 2%? Wall, ceiling. That's just a back door. Aha! Got it. The bathroom is 6 square meters. So that's good to know. That tile looks dingy. But I guess oddly enough, the bathtub didn't need to be cleaned. I feel like the bathtub always needs to be cleaned, but you know, it's whatever. What are those? Those are, I guess from afar they're not terrible. Maybe they're supposed to be like birch bark lamps. Alright, we can move to this. There's more trash. Ooh. Oh! Okay. Use or hide it. Allows you to buy things. Alright. I will definitely buy things. Cool. I need to buy... Do I need to buy like a whole radiator? Yeah. A mountable radiator? Yeah. Well, a large radiator for the area. This looks more like the side. Let's do this one. Yeah. Okay, so all of that is okay. Okay. Ah. Alright, this is pretty soothing. I feel useful. Earlier today, I was trying to switch out some of the doorknobs in our house from like ugly brass to... Hey! Success! This is good. From like ugly brass to like kind of a modern-y black color. And not gonna lie, it ended up being way more trouble than I expected. But I am now way better at doorknobs. Oh. Oh, I didn't mean to pick you up. You just stay there. I wanted you. Oh, I have to hold it. Eh? And is there no way to get it to be straight? My scrolly wheel thing isn't doing. And there's no way to put it back the way it was either. Well, I guess. Oh, it's because this thing is the problem. Okay. There, and now the TV is straight, so that's good. Maybe a little far back, forward. There. Eh? Kind of centered. I guess that should be centered here. Yeah, she seems like the sort of person who would center everything. Is that centered? That seems centered. That's not centered. Oh, this could be difficult. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna get some obsessiveness going here. Okay. Now, do I put it against the wall? How many pairs does she have? Is it just the two? It seems like just two. So, over here for a minute. Over here for a minute. I guess we'll put a chair on either side then. Maybe here, so that she still has the walkway. And man, this music is gonna put me right to sleep. So here. I guess I could try and put this one. Oh, that's awful. Wow. This could get long. Okay. Cool. I'm leaving it like that. That seems okay, right? I don't know. I'm still looking for this last bit of dirt, but whatever. Okay. Right. Nice little like that. And I guess I could put, no, I think I like it this way. Oh, that's cool. Alright, now, where is the dirt? Gotta find it. Gotta find the dirt. The refrigerator's gonna stay where it is. Close. Oh. Can I fix it at all? Oh well. Is that what's dirty? Oops. I keep wanting to clean the right part. Okay. That's not what's dirty. Sorry, I have plans to talk about movies as well, but first I just need to figure, is it on this? Is this the thing? Is that where the dirt is? Because I tried to clean you. I just didn't clean the right part of the rug. Okay. Okay. This is fun. Okay. So I did everything. So this is great. So I can hit enter. I can now... I've done 100% of the job. I can do that. Okay, now hopefully... Oh, well, that was... Boom. That was so fast. Okay, we really need to, like, take care of this business. First, let's just go around and pick up all the trash, I guess. Somebody left some really great tools laying around, so that's cool. Can't just throw those things away, apparently. Wow. Nope, step that way. In my tiny little bathroom, that's nice. Oh. Okay. Alright, this definitely says clean things up to me. So let's do that. Oh, and there's like mold. I wonder if I can clean the mold with the... Yep, of course you can. Of course you can whisk away the mold with the, like, with the broomy thing. That sounds great. Okay. So, where to start with movies? While I'm just cleaning away here. I think it's important to note that I am not a very good movie critic at this point. So if you're mad at it, you know, just tell me if you disagree. So I think I was just like cut right to the chase in terms of hot takes of movies and Disney hot takes, because I feel like with Disney you can have strong opinions without it being just the worst thing ever. So I'm going to tell you off the bat, I don't like the movie Frozen. I feel like it was overhyped. I feel like it underdelivered. And I feel like it didn't do the things that it was supposed to do, like in terms of storyline. Like it was supposed to be this girl power movie and heroic thing per, you know, per capita happened, like if you do a count of like who did the most heroic, like important, valuable things that like kept everybody alive and able to like get to the end where Anna made that great sacrifice for Elsa, who was the hero of the movie? It was definitely Kristoff. And I don't apologize for that. I feel like I feel like Disney knew this, and that's why in Frozen 2 they made Kristoff kind of a fawny, like silly side character person. Like, I mean, he literally, like, the first movie, he was super practical. He was, I mean, basically all of the first Frozen movie was Kristoff saying, hey, that doesn't seem like a really great idea. That's silly. What are you doing? That isn't safe. And then the rest of everybody in that movie being like, how dare you? And then going and doing it, and then him having to save them from the thing that he had just said don't do. So he was like, hey, that's a dumb thing. Don't do the thing. And they were like, how dare you? I'm doing the thing. And then they'd go and do the thing. And then what do you know? It turns out that the giant snowman was mad. Or it was a bad idea to go out in the middle of the night. Or it was a bad idea to, like, I don't know. Did I say fight the giant snowman? I don't know. But, like, he just continually, oh, it was a bad idea. Like, with the wolves and everything. Like, he just continually saved Anna's backside. And then at the end, we're supposed to believe that Anna is the, like, major hero. And, like, I'm not gonna... I give credit where credit is due. Like, Anna definitely was willing to go and get her sister, which is great. But she was also, and I don't discount her for it, she was naive. Like, she was... I really don't want to keep this on my wall. I just put it on top of this one. Oh, wow. Like, I mean, she was raised basically alone in a castle, so there's that. And, we know this from Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Because somehow she just, like, after her parents sequestered Elsa into her room forever and ever, somehow they didn't think, like, hey, maybe our other daughter should get to be so... I mean, like, if you're making a decision, like, just putting your daughter in a room alone forever so that she can deal with herself, like, I guess you probably don't have great ideas about... It's a good nightstand piece. I guess you probably don't have great ideas about how to raise, like, your other child, but I feel like at a certain point, somebody should have thought, hey, maybe she should have, like, friends and stuff. But she didn't. And then she was raised, like, basically on her own in this giant castle. And it's really a miracle that she came out of it, and Elsa, that they came out of it as well as they did. Now, I know that that's taking things very literally, but you kind of have to. So yeah, she, like, wants to go after her sister, which is great. And then her, like, mantra is basically like, of course she wouldn't hurt me because I am her sister, which is, like, definitely tells you that she was raised mostly without her sister because, like, sister's gonna hurt you, at least from time to time. And I mean, I think that that is just sort of a par for the course thing in terms of, like, how sisterhood functions because, uh-oh, what's going on with my screwdriver? I think it just happened. It's like, obviously she wouldn't hurt me because, you know, we're sisters. Like, well, that's not a really great way to decide how to, like, whether or not to trust them, you know? Just, okay, I'm at least going to put all these tools so that they're straight. Can't handle it. But yeah, so Anna goes off after Elsa does her, like, fabulous, like, I can't believe I didn't do, and it, like, if at any point Elsa had grown beyond, and now given she wasn't, like, raised to do it, because obviously her parents weren't using their words, but if at any point Elsa had used her words to just try and say, hey, this is what's going on with me, to anybody, not even just, like, hey, I have, like, special ice powers, like, you don't even need to necessarily say that, like, she could have just said, I'm really struggling, or something. I don't know. Like, did they have counselors back in the day? I don't know. Regardless, if at any point they had used their words with each other, it would have been great. And then Elsa goes off and does the, like, you know, what's supposed to be really empowering song. And I refuse to say what song it is. And she, like, and she just sort of decides, you know what, it's better for me to be, like, she's still living in fear. Like, she's living in fear in her room, and then she goes off and lives in her castle in fear and feels like this is better. Which is, like, given it is better. Like, it's a really cool looking ice castle. But she's still not, like, gotten past the I can't be by people because I will hurt them phase. And so I feel like she's just changed her location with still the same problem. But also now she is actively hurting her sister. Whatever. Anyway, Anna's like, I have to go after her. Packs 0 supplies, even though she is totally got the money to do stuff. And this shows just, I mean, this is just what happens when you get raised, maybe just raised rich? I don't know. And she just assumes that everything's gonna, like, be fine. And I don't blame her for it. I mean, why does it make it go like that? I hate it. I don't want to put the plate on the floor. I want to put it back. Okay. Just do that. I don't want to put it in a cupboard. Whatever. I'll clean this up later. I'm sure there's probably something that I should be doing. And I betcha eventually I can use these tools to, like, fix all that stuff. But, you know, it's whatever. We're gonna organize this. So yeah, Anna goes off, caution to the wind, grabs her horse, and a light jacket, as though it's April 25th. And she just is like, hey, that looks exciting. And she just says, you know what, I'm just going to go talk to her and everything's going to work out fine. So, like, finally somebody says, we should talk to each other about this. She goes off, she gets into the woods, her horse gets freaked out by something, I can't remember what. Can I just pick up this car? I would love to do that. I'm pretty sure that this isn't part of the anything, but we're definitely gonna move their car. Yes, I cleaned your garage. Also, I moved your car for you. This makes me weirdly happy. Yes, I like it. Okay, I'm trying to hit shift to run here. Okay, pranking accomplished. Let's go. Actually, I think does it say I have to clean? What do I have to do here? Does it clean the garage? Yes, it's cleaning the garage. Now, was I supposed to put the car back in? I don't know. Let's clean up all their trash. Oh, get rid of all the old tires. I read an article recently that was talking about how invasive mosquito species turn out to be like one of the main things that causes them to spread is the global used tire trade, which sounds I mean, it sounds so much more subversive than it is, like the global used tire trade, as though like there's some sort of black market for used tires. But for whatever reason, some people figured out that it's profitable somehow to just send used tires around the world to be used elsewhere. Do I understand it? No. But I do know that every old tire that I've seen outside was just a total breeding ground for mosquitoes. And I guess it's that way in other countries as well, which makes sense. So now parts of the Midwest get to have like tiger mosquitoes, which is cool. I mean, it's not the worst thing considering that like the West Coast is dealing with murder hornets. I feel like we in the Midwest are happy to accept the tiger mosquitoes. So, you know. Okay, where was I with Anna? So yeah, she goes off, she's on her horse. Does she have supplies packed? No. Does she have a real jacket? No. But off she goes anyways. I don't remember how the horse got spooked. But the horse, of course, runs away. She falls into the first stream she can find, gets completely soaked in the dead of winter in the middle of the forest, and, you know, totally by luck finds, like, gets out of this, you know, stream, and there is a store that she can go and warm up in, which is, like, cool. And then there's, like, that great character who's like, ooh, big summer blowout, and, like, he's cool. You can probably tell at this point that I have children, because the amount... actually, the amount of analysis that I've done has been mainly trying to convince another adult that Kristoff is in fact the hero of Frozen. My kids at that point weren't into Frozen, they just got into Frozen in the last few months, which I'm really lucky they just got to that age, but at the time we had a roommate living with us who was totally convinced that not only was Kristoff not the hero, which I can forgive people for because that's what you're brainwashed by Disney to believe, but he believed that Kristoff was like more of an antagonist in the movie than a protagonist. He felt like Kristoff was unnecessarily mean and that Anna was being helpful the whole time and was genuinely the complete hero. Now, I'm not going to discount and say that Anna wasn't heroic. She was heroic, but who was the hero of the movie? And I don't mean that in a, like, hero versus heroine way. I mean, like, who genuinely saved the movie? That was Kristoff. So, like, he's the one who knows how to do everything. She shows up to that, like, Swedish dude, I don't know, some sort of Norwegian, Northern Europe, Nordic-y area. Ooh, geography. And now she wants to buy stuff, and she can. She rocks at buying stuff, which she ought to because she is a princess. And now she thankfully did remember to bring money. So, like, that's a saving grace. It's not so much a skill, but it's, you know, it's great. And so she buys Kristoff's stuff in payment, and then she, like, these tires are really gonna freak me out. Okay, rotate the tire, but it doesn't really do. Whatever, I think these people can do their own tire business. Then I need to clean the window. My fabulous mop. Oh. Okay. Alright. But yeah, so she buys Kristoff some stuff. She's like, hey, we're going to my sister, and he's like, we should leave in the morning, which, like, makes perfect sense. It's now the dead of winter, and it's dark, and it's cold. She's still soaking wet after I guess she maybe got new clothes. We didn't see her officially change. It seems like she's still in her regular clothes and now just has, like, a jacket on top. But whatever, she's just so eager to go talk to her sister. who she now knows has ice powers and is going to be fine. Hey Dallas, how are you? I'm just sort of like ranting in slow motion about Frozen. But I have other plans too. But regardless, so like, she's like, hey, we're gonna go, we're doing all the things. And like, oh, I'm done. Okay. Kristoff is like, it's a bad idea. She's like, we're going anyway. He's like, fine. They go. They get attacked by wolves because obviously, and now I feel like wolves get a bad rap, but that's a story for another day. Oh no, we're just drowning in all of these amaranth walls. Okay, I guess we'll just do these in order. It'll be fine. Also, Dallas, update. I switched games because it's Friday. And it's important to party on Fridays. So we're just cleaning up other people's houses. Yeah, so Kristoff saves Anna from the wolves. Anna does save Kristoff from a couple of wolves with some like lucky good boobs, which I think is fine. It's fine to have luck and still be heroic. I think a lot of being a hero is the luck factor, but the practical factor was 100% Kristoff. Fun fact, I'm not really sure what I should be doing here. Is it all radiators? Do I need to do all of the radiators? Yes. Aw, it's a little nursery. Nothing better than cleaning houses on Fridays. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna need a regular radiator. And we are gonna mount it beautifully. This is actually a really soothing game. I think I mentioned that. You just bring all the pieces down. Yeah, I feel like I may have already proved my point in terms of Kristoff, but if anybody ever wants to go play for play on why Kristoff is actually the hero, I'm 100% ready for it. The next thing that I feel like I don't know if I want to go overrated or underrated. I guess if we're doing, now that we've talked about Frozen, I have to say that Tangled was so much better than Frozen was. Look how easy it is to put radiators on the wall. Why do we even bother with central air? We could just put radiators. Be great. Oh, gotta turn it on. Cool. What I like about this too is that you can just move all these people's stuff around, and even though it's not part of the job, you can just do it. Are they gonna leave me a bad review? I don't know. Oh, do I have to put the couch on solid ground? That's frustrating. You. No. A towel radiator, cool. I think that that's fair. And maybe that explains. I don't want it to be that. I guess we can put it there. Alright. Okay. Cool. We had a towel radiator when we lived in Europe, and it was amazing. Like, you wouldn't think it was going to be that amazing, but having a warm towel after you got out of the shower or bath was so cool. But I understand, I just said it was warm and that it's so cool, but it was awesome. We also had heated floors, which is something I did not realize I would enjoy. Okay, let's go ahead. I can't move any of that. Oh, their poor lamp. Hey, cool. Is there a radiator spot in here? Where are all the radiators supposed to go? That one's fine. Oh. I did complete the one in the toilet. That's not the bathroom. Probably lost in this small of a house. There it is. Oh. Interesting. Alright. I can buy a sink. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to move this desk out of here. Unfortunate. Alright, we'll put it... Can't put it outside. We'll put it right in front of the door. This is good. This is nice. I like that. So yeah, Tangled was way better. It had a better storyline. It had more relatable characters. It had a better sidekick. I feel like he was better. I forgot his name, but he did a better job. The chameleon guy, Pascal, not Pasquale. Very important. The difference. Okay, now we're gonna buy a sink. Whoop. Whoa! How nice of a sink do we want to put here? I don't think we have to put a very nice sink, do we? I think it's just a basic sink. Okay. It's like a point and click. These on the screws would be great. Boop. It is really satisfying when all the things do what they're supposed to do. That's nice. I think another underrated Disney movie is The Emperor's New Groove. Okay. Cool. I feel like the sink joint should be like an S shape, shouldn't it? So that you can like... I guess that works well enough. Alright! 100% of the job. I may now complete the job. This is great. Yes. And we're back. I have a skill point. I should figure out how to spend that. Negotiation. Do I want better payment? I guess that seems... Yeah, okay. I can take a picture. Alright, that's fine. I feel like that makes sense in this game. We played an RPG game of which Dallas is the DM and should continue to DM for the rest of his life. And it's set in 1970s America. And we're all these, like, Nazi hunting characters. Can I say that on here and talk about this on this thing? I didn't even know. We're hunting, fascists. People who don't like people of certain ethnicities. In the game, and it's pretty fun. It's not what I thought like RPG was going to be, which is exciting because cool. Well, I guess it takes some of the complication out of it, but I kind of expected it to be a whole bunch of like fantasy characters and stuff. But I like it. It's fun. I appreciate getting to do it in a group, and I appreciate that I didn't have to go through the whole mess of trying to create a character by myself. Because, considering... Oh wow, this is really nice. I have to paint walls somewhere. Ooh, that's cool. I have to paint in the kitchen too. Where is the kitchen? Okay. So, the rules about painting walls is that it's either the wall that the light hits or it's the wall that you see when you open up the door into it. So I assume, this being the front door, we would say that wall gets to be the feature wall. And that is the wall that is going to be this color. Boom. Now what do we... Okay. And I've got a paintbrush. Cool. Alright. That's 100% how paintbrushes work. This is great. Chemical skills. I'm excited. Yeah, my character is going to be... Oh, I can make it striped. That's cool. I could make it striped gray and... whatever else. Oh, that's cool. I can do a little, like... Oh. Ombre effect. That's kind of cool looking, actually. But it doesn't count. Yeah, you know, amaranth. That's that color. It's sort of a... You might mistake it for being like a fuchsia color. But you'd be wrong. LaGrange. I don't think I know that song. I don't know how long I'm supposed to paint these things for. No. I think I'm only supposed to be painting the kitchen, but I'm also painting the rest of the house. Because it deserves it. Tip. I should refill the roller. Having watched several seasons of a whole bunch of different interior design shows, I feel like this game is lucky to have me. Do I remember to fill the paint roller? I do not. But it's whatever. Hey, we're getting there. We're up. We save money on not having to have paint cans, so that's cool. Alright, now, I guess they want it to be this whole section here. Oh, I see. So like a CrossFit gym? Is that what we're... Oh no! Oh, you know what? It's okay. We'll just do this little... They want... Oh. They won't even know. That looks kind of interesting, right? That's a fair description. I'm gonna... I can't match the shade. Yeah, it's just all gonna be that color. But we're gonna leave those two sides in there, and it's gonna make the window pop, maybe? I don't know. I can't decide. We'll paint it if we have to. Oh no. I need to buy more paint. But look at this great feature wall. Okay, so you come out. Oh, I'll close the door for full effect. Okay. So you're just strolling up. You're like, hey, wow, what an interestingly landscaped house. And then you open the door and pow! They have a fuchsia wall in their living room. Everybody should have one of those. And you're like, what an inviting environment those people have. I want to chill with them. And you do, because this is America, and that's what you can do. I forgot how to buy more paint. Here it is. Now, I'm not going to paint this wall fuchsia, because when you're sitting on the couch, you shouldn't have to just stare at fuchsia, and you shouldn't have to just stare at fuchsia when you're looking at the TV. But this whole back wall can be fuchsia, and it'll be fine. I'm sure it's still called Amarillo, but whatever. It's be good. These people are just going to be completely blown away. They're going to be like, what? Who have we hired, and why did they not call her when the Sistine Chapels needed help? Okay. Overrated movie. My pick, I think wait, this is important. The most overrated movie of all time. I'm gonna call it, I can't say of all time, that freaks me out, because I'm gonna think of something else and be like, it was definitely that. I think Avatar comes to mind. I feel like that movie was hyped way beyond what it should have been, and then you showed up, and they did have some clever, like, CG and 3D stuff going on. But was it really worth $100 million or whatever it was that they spent? No, it wasn't. And the storyline was Fern Gully. Like, there were parts where it was scene for scene, Fern Gully. It was like, unbelievable. Like, some dude sent in because the capitalists are trying to, like, deforest without caring about the environment or the people that are there or anything, and he goes in, and it turns out he doesn't know everything about everything, and then he ends up becoming one with the people who are in the forest. And by people, in reference to Fern Gully, I mean the woodland creatures. And in Avatar, obviously, becomes like one of the alien nation people. And I know that there's a whole lot of extra baggage with that because he's also got the leg problem. Oh, okay. So we need different color paint because I'm not gonna. Oh, this is too dark. I'm not gonna make this poor person have to stare at this wall being that brightly colored. So, we have the money. We've got like $30,000. This is great. But yeah, there's like scenes in there where both of them, like, they realize, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever, and they also fall in love with somebody there, which is a very important thing. And then they come to realize that everybody else is, oh, well, okay, but the window doesn't need to be painted. It looks cooler than, whatever. I'll paint. The room looks bigger if you leave those things gray, though. I understand that I'm going for percentage painted and not how cool it is. Guess we'll paint the rest of this window then. Oh, thought I was painting like the window. No, that's like a grate. I can't paint that. I don't think I can. I don't want to paint that either. Do I want to actually paint the windowsill? Can I do that? I can't. Oh, okay. I can do that. I guess we'll do this one too. Okay, we're good. But yeah, there was a point watching Avatar where I was like, that's great, you can just change colors. Because there's a scene in Fern Gully where toward the end they bring in the bulldozers anyway after the like kid has been missing for ages, and he like jumps up, so they bring in the bulldozer to like knock down the forest, and this guy, now totally on board with the Fern Gullians. I got it eventually. Is it my right or your right? That's important with computers. But the dude from Fern Gully jumps up on the bulldozer and is like trying to stop it, and the guy in the bulldozer is like, what is that? Oh my gosh, is that what's his face? And then he's like, can't even believe it. And then I can't remember what eventually happens, some sort of like general sabotage, and then it ends up turning out like it's supposed to. But the same exact scene is in Avatar, which they spent how many $100 million on. And then I think they just got so excited about all the things that they could do that they, for like in terms of special effects, that they forgot about having a plot that was original and interesting. Wow, look how much better this looks. Do I have to go all the way around the room? Probably. This gray does not feel very adventurous to me. Like, at least Amaranth is the name of a color. Adventure gray sounds like a new skill point. Being good at painting. I bet you that's like it. What? The windows are fine. Oh. I found it. I know what you're talking about now. I would have found it eventually. It would have been fine. But I feel like Avatar is not the only movie to have suffered from the excitement about special effects and forgetting to have a plot, because Star Trek the motion picture definitely struggled with that same thing. Oh, I hope we have enough paint to make these two more. Yes, dude. That looks nice. This is good. Look how good this is. except for that part. I'll fix that. It'll be fine. Having noticed it completely by myself, I will now fix the window. It's fine. I'm gonna be a great house flipper, you don't even know. Are you going to share an overrated movie or an underrated movie? Or a hot take on a movie? Go. No, I haven't watched Super Troopers, but I love the book. Did I talk about the book? The book is great. I feel like even fewer people have read the book than have watched the movie, though, so I don't feel like I'd be super relevant talking about the book. The book is so different from... Oh, Starship Troopers. See, I keep messing up and saying Super Troopers whenever I mean Starship Troopers. And, that's tough, because those are very different movies. Where is the electrical outlet that I am to repair in here? Is it you? Aha! Okay. This is cool. But the book Starship Troopers is really good, and Robert Heinlein was a really excellent author, and he wrote several decent books, but also... Okay. I was really concerned that I was going to have to remember where all those things go. Like, I get that one of them is... Okay. We screw the things back in. I love that somehow we have rejuvenated the outlet by plugging in the correct wires. But yeah, the book Starship Troopers was, as far as I can tell, super duper different from the movie, in that in the ta-da! In the movie, like, the whole thing is about going into space and hunting the bugs, right? But in the book, you don't even, there's not even, like, there's some talk of bugs, but you don't even see the bugs until, like, 2/3 of the way through the book, at least. Like, 2/3 of the way through the book is when I was like, are we going to be seeing these bug things now? What's the deal? Like, how is this supposed to be happening? And, I think it's just important that these people don't feel too comfortable with, like, just random people coming into their house and doing stuff. Do you think I can, like, paint the rest of their house, too? But yeah, in the book, basically, the whole world building is a really great, like, commentary on... It's a great social commentary, and then it does a really great job world building of a, like, extremely militarized nation, in terms of looking at how people function and, like, what it means to be a citizen, and then the whole idea behind spreading democracy in that. I'm sure I could have a whole TED talk about it, and they would be really excited. Okay. I think we're done. Are we not done? Not done. What was I supposed to do? There's an electrical outlet in the kitchen to repair. I didn't see an electrical outlet in the kitchen to repair. Oh, I have 2 notifications about frame rate drops. But that was like an hour ago. So early on. Hopefully it fixes up. I mean, it seems okay from here, but fingers crossed it'll be okay. Okay, so there's supposed to be... Oh, I've gone and made it impossible to get into the living room. Or the kitchen, rather. I have to go back out and around. I could just move the bed back, but it was kind of hard to get there in the first place. I feel like I've committed to this. Okay. Kitchen. Where is this outlet? Is it behind a chair? It's not behind a chair. It's not behind the couch either. Is that it? Not. Sad. I can't find this outlet. Where's the outlet? No outlet there. Not there. I mean, it made no sense that they would hide it, especially not this early in the game. Okay. Alright. We're taking the bed, we'll put it back. Sort of. I feel like that's got to be the outlet. It's the only outlet that's in here. I can't crouch, so that sucks. Is this the outlet? That's not the outlet. Hey. Yeah, I totally did the job, but I removed the rest of your kitchen. Is that okay? Is that the outlet? Not even the outlet. It is there. That's exactly what you're supposed to do, is just rip apart their entire kitchen to find the thing. This super corroded outlet. I'm really excited to take it out and then have it be brand new and amazing. This is great. Okay. A wire goes here. A wire goes there. And a wire goes there. You just have to click it. This is going to make some people feel hugely capable of doing stuff around their house, and then they're gonna show up to it and be like, this is harder than it looks, and then like 3 trips to Menards or Home Depot or Lowe's later, they're just gonna feel like they made the worst decision of their lives. Okay. Do we put the kitchen back? No. I think this is fine. We're just gonna close the door. This is good. This is good. Okay. We are gonna complete the job, and they are gonna pay us a bunch of money for painting 1 room and fixing 2 outlets. Alright. I think I have time for 1 more job, and then I think I wanna, like, I don't know, go to bed. Does that sound lame? Aw, and then there's a baby on the way. His wife is pregnant, and now they're more busy than ever before. Yeah, it's just going to continue that way for the rest of your life, Matt. I have no idea what to get my hands dirty with. There's so many things that need doing before our precious princess arrives. We are 100% sure that it's a girl, and you have a 50% chance of being right, sir. We've gone ahead and bought a cute little house for the three of us. Unfortunately, it needs a proper clean and preparation. I hope I can count on you to get the house in order. Oh yes, Matt. I'm very trustworthy at organizing houses right now. You can prepare the kids' room. The kids' room. Multiple kids already? Buy the crib changing station. Possibly some toys. We also have to paint the princess's room. There should be an apostrophe there. A light rose color. Thank you so much, Matt Marlowe. Soon to be Dad. What a guy. What a guy. I don't know if I want that one yet. Daughter's now free. We feel it's time she has her own room. Please divide the bedroom into 2 rooms and make new rooms both have doors that connect to the corridor. Whoa, I don't think I can... large rooms have become popular, which is proven by the fact that my neighbor and the neighbor of my neighbor knocked down walls in their houses. So I want to knock down walls in my house. Because what the hey, we should do that. I believe that such a professional company, that's me, the professional company, will deal with my request at a very low cost without any problems. Anthony Gray? I feel like you've got really high expectations. This guy wants additional walls, and the other guy wants walls knocked down. I don't think it's coincidence that these 2 things showed up. I think that both of these jobs showed up just to make me laugh. But I'm not going to do it. Now I have to decide if I want to do this baby thing. This seems easy. Let's do this then. That'll be fine. Tear down that wall. Hey look, these guys live in exactly the same house as the other people. Wow, look at their cool hat tree. And whatever that is. We're gonna pick up all their... What? The whole place is a mess. I have to consider. I have to clean everything. I got it. It's cool. Alright, we're gonna run around, we're gonna clean all the things, it's gonna be great. So much trash. All the trash. I hope it lets me make the bed. Ow. Ow isn't the word I was looking for. Oh, perhaps. No, I'm not doing the walls yet. I don't feel prepared to do wall tearing down stuff yet. Cleaning. I feel prepared to clean people's houses. I feel prepared to move their furniture around. And I feel prepared to paint their walls and most of their windows. Clean the window. It's really a lot tougher to clean the window than I guess I expected it was going to be. I know that's a strange thing to say. Also safe. You can nuke it from orbit, to be sure. Yeah. Maybe if I had a bigger mouse pad, this would be easier. Maybe if I was a real gamer, this would be easier, because then I would have the, like, mouse pad. But if I was a real gamer, maybe I wouldn't be here. JK, I'm sure real gamers play this all the time. It's sort of a, like... then we're gonna open the window, let some air in. That's what babies love. Air. Fresh air from outside. And unscreened windows are the best way to have that happen. It really gives you the full effect of the breeze. No rat nests yet. I wonder if in this game it gives you the opportunity to, like, trap the rats, or if you have to just shoo them out the back door humanely. Aha! Alright, we're gonna clean a little more. These are nice white countertops. I would like to have... I currently have what used to be white countertops, but the lady who owned our house before us, I don't know what she used. They're like, they're like the Formica countertops, the ones that are sort of like laminate, so they don't look nearly this cool. They look like, I don't know, probably the countertops at your grandmother's house. But she scrubbed them like crazy, it seems, and they are, it's like all of the lacquer, or whatever it is, that makes it flat and shiny, got scrubbed off. So the top is now super porous, and being white and super porous, it means that anytime anything that has a color other than water gets spilled on my counter, it instantly stains. So that means every drop of juice or grease or anything, tomato sauce, soy sauce, all the sauces. I don't know if kill with a shovel is completely accurate. I feel like attempt is more accurate. Did I clean all the way? I did clean all the windows. Well, this is now kind of fun as I'm like going through it. I think probably as a company I could have saved money by just buying a thing of Windex and having some paper towels, or not even paper towels. I could be eco-friendly as well, and I could just okay, I apparently haven't cleaned the whole window. I could just use like a towel, or I could be that person who uses newspaper. A bunch of people swear by cleaning windows with newspaper. Have you heard of that? Where you like where is the dirt in the kitchen? Oh. 90%. Every once in a while, other husbands, better husbands. Every once in a while I notice that the top of my fridge is super dusty, and I considered cleaning it, but then I'm like, I don't have to clean it. I can't even see up there. The only reason that I know it's that color is because when I reached up there to grab something else, I could feel the dust that was up there, which sounds really gross as I'm saying it out loud. Yeah, I don't understand necessarily why a newspaper does that, but I think it's cool. But yeah, so then I consider that like for a long time we had a roommate who was like super duper tall, and he never said anything about how gross the top of the refrigerator was. And I both appreciate him for that, but also I want to like apologize. Like, hey, I'm sorry that the top of our refrigerator was dirty and gross the whole time you were here, and that like all those times that you were just standing in our kitchen talking with us, you could see how dirty the refrigerator. You know, the sort of things that you think of years later, like this was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. 6 years ago? 5 years ago. And still, I kind of like, when I consider the top of my refrigerator, I consider either trying to remember to have a disclaimer. Okay, we're at 97% of all the dirt. Like a disclaimer to all the tall people who enter our home, like, hey, if you're taller than any piece of furniture that I'm not taller than, there's a good chance that that piece of furniture is gross on top. But I'm not sure that's the sort of thing that like normal adult people concern themselves with, so I don't know. I guess that's good reason for cats. Okay, so the living room and kitchenette are done. I won't even move stuff around in there. The corridor. I should definitely start calling hallways corridors. Corridor sounds both more ominous and classier. And everybody's got this like standard welcome mat. That's cool. The hat tree looks like it needs to get cleaned, or is that just bad shadow rendering? I feel like this hat tree is from IKEA. I don't understand that little thing. Okay. Most of the dirt in the corridor is clean. Where is the rest of the dirt in the corridor? So, fun fact. The green screen just fell completely down. So I guess we'll do this just with the weird lighting that happens from green screens and the like living room in the background for a few minutes until the end of the of this stream. We went back to like low tech all in a moment. I still can't find this dirt. Why can't I find this dirt? Well, maybe I took on more than I should have. Maybe I should have just gone and knocked down that one dude's walls and it would have been fine. And instead, I feel like I'm stressing out trying to find the dirt in the hallway. Trying to just get done so I can shower and go to bed. I didn't mean to. I was just sitting here. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's destroyed because it's impossible to just destroy PVC pipe. I haven't got a reason for it, but I'm not gonna fix it for right now. I'm at least gonna finish this, and then we'll just fix it next time. I'll be back again with the illusion of professionalism. I want that to get clean. Oh well. got 98% of the dirt. This is just like Farming Simulator. So you have to get... wandering around in the field trying to find the last 3 sugar beets. Okay, good, we got it. And clean the window. I'm getting really good at cleaning the window. So another movie that I guess 2 movies, because this is both Christmas movies. But a movie that I feel is like really overrated is A Christmas Story. I don't understand why that movie got so popular and why it just has, it's one of those like, it's like a piece of Americana, and I understand like tradition and stuff, and like there are some people that just have to watch it every year. Like every time we went to Florida for Christmas to visit family, like there would be some network somewhere on cable who was like showing, they would have it would be like 24 hours of A Christmas Story, and it would just be that movie over and over and over again for 24 hours. And you know what station was always on? That one with, is that really how well I make beds? Honestly, that is so sad. That's how well I made bed. Oh. But it's like, I mean, there are funny parts of that movie, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel like the heartwarming Christmas story that I want. Like, I'm not saying I want Christmas movies to be like Hallmark. In fact, I don't prefer them to be like Hallmark. But I do prefer, and this is how much I don't think Christmas Story is that amazing. I would prefer watching a Hallmark movie to A Christmas Story. Because at the very least, like, all of the cringiness is expected, and there isn't anybody who's like being needlessly rude to each other. I mean, there is, but they're like known jerks and they get their comeuppance because it's a Hallmark movie, and there's that comforting edge to it. Like, if you're gonna be a douchebag, definitely in a Hallmark movie, you're gonna have either your, just rewards, just desserts, I don't know what it's called, or you're gonna realize that you should be a better person and have like a big awakening moment, or both, where they get their like just dessert muffin situation and they become a better person at the end. So 2 in this here, I think? Okay. I somehow lost it. Was it better as a play than as a movie? I guess I haven't seen... I mean, I've seen It's a Wonderful Life as a movie, and I wasn't, like, totally moved. You've never heard about it? That's another important piece of Americana. But I also... And I mean, critics didn't like it either. Like, when it first came out, they did not really like the movie, which... Given, it's important to be said that critics didn't like Star Wars either. Oh! Man, I thought I was doing so well. I was almost done. I forgot about the baby's room. Such. Let's clean all these things. But I also... 6 out of 10. Fair enough. I mean, for an amateur play... how much can you really expect? I went to a play in I should remember this. I think it was somewhere west. But like this play was that we went to. It was like a women's night. Like not for the playhouse, but it was just a bunch of women who decided to go. And the play was pretty terrible. Like 3 out of 10. And I usually, like all of the plays in amateur theater, even like bad movies, I usually grade pretty easy in terms of whether or not I like it. And this was, it was a really terrible play. It was about some sort of like Christmas pageant that was happening at like a convent or like a Catholic school, and all the nuns were in charge, and then there was like all of the Catholic like school kids, and then they were making fun of everything they could, which is fine. It wasn't like offensive in any way that they were doing. I mean, maybe it could have been if you, I don't know. It was just really badly done as a play, and I feel bad. Like, it would, how much would it suck to be in a terrible play and then just have to continue being in the terrible play? Well, haven't you heard of, I mean, do we talk about what city we're from? But our city, ballet. They apparently have really cool stuff. What color fridge? We give them. Okay, so so if it's going to be a light rose color and they're going to be a princess, I guess I could give them a bright white rib. I guess. They're going to regret it, but you know. It's okay. I guess we should paint the room first. Oh, that's cool. I have not been to a ballet since my friend left ballet. Well, okay, I saw a ballet that my kids were in, but that doesn't... Actually, no, I didn't even get to see that. I was gone for their first and only dance recital. Makes me a pretty terrible mom. But I was off seeing another dance recital. But it was a recital for master's thesis. So that one only happens once in a lifetime. And at the time I thought my kids will have lots of dance recitals. Well, as it turns out, they have not wanted to do dance again. And maybe it was because I wasn't at their dance recital. I look super red in this. This looks like I'm in a developing room. It's a pity, I'm not developing though. The Nutcracker. My friend was in the Nutcracker, but I didn't actually go see the Nutcracker, the ballet. I only saw her part over and over again when she was practicing it. So I am very familiar with the like the part where all of the different people are like presenting themselves to the Sugar Plum Fairy. And then the like Russian dolls come up. I'm very familiar with that portion of the dance. But I have only seen glimpses of really the whole rest of the show. I know the general story, but I don't know. I feel way less cultured. Like, here you are going to quarterly ballets, and I once saw part of a high school production of a ballet. Wow, that sounds exciting. Oh, okay. I've seen a lot of orchestra performances. Does that count? So like having the orchestra pit playing for the ballet and not just like recorded music playing for the ballet? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, we're gonna paint the whole window the first time before Dallas says anything about it. Here we are. Oh, we got clean dirt on it. I'm sure when this guy's son arrives, he's going to be very happy with this rose-colored room. No judgment. I think a boy could really rock a rose-colored room. Historically speaking, red and, well, red has always been considered like either unisex, but pink or rose colors used to be boy colors. And girls were the ones who were dressed in blue because it was considered like a softer, calmer color. And then the red, or the pink rather, was representative of like virulence, I can say it. That's cool. Yeah, there is definitely something really cool about having the music live to a performance. I think if these people were cool, they would have left one of these balls bright yellow. It's a cool color. Like if somebody had asked me, I would have said that this yellow color was amaranth. But maybe I'm thinking of Amarillo. But then that makes me think of the song Amarillo Sky, where the like farmer is singing and it's like underneath this Amarillo sky. And I feel like Amarillo isn't like a sky, so it must be something different, because Amarillo doesn't make any sense. Amarillo, I feel like, is a yellow. Alright, what can we put in here? A bookcase. By many. Yeah, we're just gonna give them the generic. It's a white bookcase. Site. This baby has so many books. I probably gave him too many books. That's where the wardrobe is supposed to go. And it fits. Not great. Go up this wall. And then you can go under the window. Yeah. And then you can go there. Pillow should be that color. Ooh, there we go. Why am I concerned with where all of these things are located? Just as a heads up, Amarillo. Yeah, Amarillo seems yellow to me, but there's a song, it's a country song, it's called Amarillo Sky. And I don't feel like, ooh, definitely that color. And she'll have like a nice little reading here. Yep. Seems okay. I don't know. There's no reason this room should have beanbag chairs. But, you know, I've placed all the objects. Apparently there's still dirt somewhere. Did you see any? There it is. The windowsills. Get you every time. Ta-da! Oh, gotta clean the window. We're almost done here. And then next time, I can knock down walls. And maybe I can go knock down the walls at the one guy's house and save money by taking those walls and putting them up at the other guy's house. I think it would be cool to be the person whose job it is to write all of these job emails. I feel like in college when I was tasked with like we all had busy work papers to do. Every major does, but I think that in particular education majors end up with way more busy work papers, and honestly I believe that they do that to test your resolve to be a teacher. They're like, well, if you really want to be a teacher, then you're going to have to put up with doing a ridiculous amount of paperwork that is just in the end completely useless. And so I would write papers and try and be just as like, oh, okay, this looks kind of nice. Cool. But I would try and be as like sarcastic as possible without getting caught. So like, for instance, it would be like you'd have to respond to something about the importance of visual literacy in science, and so I would just begin with, wow. I mean, probably better wording. I'd just be like, wow. I had no idea how important visual literacy was going to be before I read this paper. I will now make sure that my students are aware and capable of reading graphs properly, as well as data things. One man. And it would just be like going on and on about like, I had no idea that it would be important for my students to be able to read data tables. And now I will make sure that they are able to read data tables. Okay. I've completed 97% of this job. Do we go back? I don't feel like the corridor is done. Bathroom is done. Is this the room? Dirt. There's dirt in here somewhere. That's the dirt? there a light switch? Turn on the light. Oh, I bet you it's in the corner. Nope. Is it on top of the bookcases? Is it the windowsill? Nope. It is a windowsill. Okay. Now we're done. No, we're not. Okay, the bedroom is fine. The bathroom is fine. In here is fine. How is it only 85%? Is it not pastel pink enough? Oh my gosh. I can't become a painter. I'm gonna leave houses and these people's windows just aren't gonna be painted. Alright. I got the other window. I did a really great job with the other window. Oh, I have to do a still point. You won't waste paint on an already painted wall. That I want. See some dirt on the mini map. Fast hand. Feel like and I could have a good mop. Sure. I'll upgrade all this. Faster paint. Less paint usage. Paint 2 walls at the same time. I don't know how that works. We'll just paint faster. That'd be great. Cool. I should have done paint usage. I should have done paint usage. That's the problem. Oh well. Now it's making do. There. Yeah, I want. Okay. Now, take me to tasks. Bye now. Boom! Here we go. You know what? I think that for the time being, you might have to. But I will eventually be an expert at painting windows. Look at that. We're not wasting any unnecessary paint. Alright. Oh, paint roller. But we are going to waste this whole bucket of paint. I wish I could take it with me. Can I take it with me? No. No. That's lame. I just have to have it. Okay. Alright. I don't understand why this guy thinks that his kid is going to need beanbag chairs. Like, she's not even born yet. It's not even, like, years before beanbag chairs make any sense. Unless he's planning on being that tired as a new parent that they just, like, they get the baby into the crib and the baby's sleeping and then they just plop into the beanbag chairs like, oh, because they're just too tired. They can't even make it out of the room before they just fall asleep. But then they run the risk of, like, okay. Then they run the risk of waking the baby again just by, like if you move. And not all babies are like that. Some babies just stay asleep. But who would I be if I didn't move a bed into the middle of the room? Okay. We're gonna complete this job. Boom. This is actually, I think I have more fun than I thought I was gonna have. I thought I was gonna need to, like, I don't know what I thought I was gonna need to do with this particular game. But but I thought it was going to be a little bit more complicated. So yeah, we made it through the stream. The green screen did not. It'll come back again. I think I'll probably play this game again. This was fun. Thanks for watching. Have a fabulous night, and we'll see you again sometime.